Greetings and salutation, exiles. So I was reading through the patch notes, and they changed the siege hammer to the rage hammer. But when you click on it, all the attributes are the same, except they changed it from siege to rage. So now it's the rage hammer. It still has the perk down here in the tooltip as sieging, but what they've done is they've just removed the does additional damage to buildings. I have to say that's extremely lazy. Like all they have to do is, they got to go one more step and remove sieging. Remove sieging as it's a perk and put something else. I've done several videos about their tooltips. If you look through my YouTube channel, and you go through the quality of life improvements, you'll see I've done a few videos where like two-handed swords, and there's like 6 or 7. So if you get into admin mode and then summon all the two-handed swords, you'll see that the consistency with all the tooltips. This is called the tooltip, by the way, over here on the left. So that's where you basically get your kind of stats and characteristics of the weapon and the durability. It's just the information about that particular item. You could also probably call it an info tab. But what's funny is the ability that it used to give is still there, right? Because sieging doesn't have any effect on animals or creatures. They've just turned it off as the attribute. Or I'm sorry, as the status effect. So you no longer get the sieging attribute effect, and then they change the name. They need to go in there and put something else in here. They need to fix this. This is they need to, when they do the work, they need to look at the item and they need to think about it for a minute. I don't want to get negative, but this is not right. They need to work this. And I was looking at this. I was like trying to compare it to some other items to figure out, like if they're gonna change it to Rage Hammer. I was thinking, okay, well, is there some kind of haste, or if there's some, is there a rage, a berserker ability? And then I was Googling siege, and I couldn't find anything on it. I couldn't find any type of like effect. And so I went back and I watched my old video, and I could pause the video and look at the tooltip, and I was like, it's the exact same shit. They just took away the attribute. I mean, the status effect. So this is kind of an update video. This is, it's kind of not really getting into the weeds. It's not. I myself was trying to figure out what they did. So yeah, this is just basically a rework of the siege hammer, and they took away the status effect. So you actually lost in this patch. This weapon, you changed the name to mask what it used to be, and they took away the effect, but they didn't bother to do anything else with it. They just reduced whatever it had. If you like this kind of content, they need to go back in here and they need to change this to another effect, and they need to add a status, because this weapon is subpar as it is. It needs to have, like, I wouldn't even use this for nothing. If I could dismantle it, at this point I would dismantle it. But they need to go in there and change this, because this is the name of the old attribute that you no longer get. This is just an update video. If you like to stay informed, please like or subscribe.